Are you all satisfied with the safety record of action?
This is a serious matter. Safety, people, how we treat our people. This is beyond just keeping people physically safe. It's about a whole approach. It's a whole attitude. What do the guys say to me? I hear what you're saying, Con, and it's good, and we like what you're saying. But I don't think that's getting translated throughout the whole organization. So I'm throwing to you, the front line, a big responsibility, a big ask and a big responsibility. Maybe even changing just slightly how you look at the child. This is serious. You've seen what happened with sanitation salvage, right? They didn't lose their license because they had accidents. They lost it because they had a series of accidents, because they had no safety program. You need as many different eyeballs as possible on this. So I want someone who's a professor at New York Law School to give me 2 cents. I want you to give 2 cents, you to give 2 cents. And that's what we want to try and figure out, how to structure that so it's real. So when we leave here, people are actually doing things differently and thinking about things differently.
The reason why I'm here is because I've worked for the last 24 years with Con Edison on their safety program. And Con Edison had massive safety problems, similar in some ways to what I suspect you have or you've seen in this industry. And so I want to talk about what Con Ed did and how they address safety. And what I would suggest you think about, and the question I'm going to ask is, are you all satisfied with the safety record of action? Con Edison got in deep trouble. They had big problems, and the issue was simple: the culture. The culture of Con Edison did not include safety. And the kinds of things that were going on. One was macho. Con Ed was a very macho place. Guys went in and did things you wouldn't believe. Management decided that they were going to change the culture, a culture that has to be thought of as how do people work. And it's surely about procedure, and it's surely about enforcement and discipline, but it's a culture. Do people take care of each other? Are they working with each other? And do they look out for each other? And the culture had to change. And so from the top down, suddenly at Con Edison, they decided safety was priority number one, ahead of getting the job done, ahead of getting the lights back on, ahead of getting anything. So it became the first priority. And then what happened was the company began to say, look, there is no such thing as a minor injury. Every fracture, every laceration, every bruise means one of your friends and coworkers was injured on the job and didn't go home. You have to ask why. Well, why are they slipping? What about getting in and out of the truck makes it so hard? What can we do? You have to think about it. An injury is telling you something, and you have to analyze it and think about it, and it has to be really important. And it's not acceptable to say accidents happen. That is just not acceptable. Accidents don't just happen. You have to get behind every accident and work hard to figure it out. And that's what safety cultures do. They are constantly thinking about these accidents, why they happen, analyzing them, doing root cause analysis, looking at behind it, asking why, and then asking why again, and then asking why again. It takes a cooperative effort of everyone. It's not just the managers, it's not just the supervisors, it's everybody. Everybody has to decide that safety is part of their job. It is priority number one. If that doesn't happen, you don't get the culture, because you have to look after everybody's look after each other. There are problems going on. Is this person overtired? Is this person got other problems that we have to worry about? And who's going to look after each other? And that's the culture that you want to build, and that's how you have to begin to think about this. The reason I'm here is because management is committed to this. The top management, they say yes, and that's why you're here, because they're saying we want you to do this too. We want you to be in it. The issues of communication are always there, and in a diverse industry like yours, where you have a diverse workforce and different backgrounds, very important to have a level of courtesy and sense of how you're talking and how you're communicating.
Why it's important that if a driver does call dispatchers or his supervisor and says, I'm at a stop and it's dangerous, I don't feel comfortable doing this doing this stuff, why it's important for us to follow through with that change?
Well, that if you don't follow through, then it's a breach of faith, right? The guy's called up and says, "Look, I can't back into this place. They got dumpsters here. They got something here. I can't do it." And the supervisor's got to, maybe has to come out and take a look or whatever you have to do to verify. But you got to back up your man. You got to be responsive. And now, productivity is always the issue, right? So productivity is okay, but safety is ahead of productivity. We don't want you to be productive and then get injured. If the workers don't feel that the company's behind their safety, then they're going to be less able to do what you want them to do on the public side. They got to believe that the company really wants them to be safe, and that this is the job. The job is safety as well as productivity.
Well, if you take any procedure probably that's ever been implemented here that's failed or gone to the wayside, and you interview the people as to why do you think it didn't work out, the one answer is going to be because nobody ever did anything about it. Why did you guys stop, letting us know that the container wheel was broken here and it's difficult? Because I told them 10 times and nobody ever did anything about it. So that goes to what you're saying. If we don't follow through, they're not going to let us know the complaints. They're not going to tell us what's happening on the street if they feel like they're talking to no one. So on the backside, there's a lot more procedures got to be in place. We got to have enough people repairing containers if that's the case.
I was just talk about practical drift. To answer the question, practical drift means that people are not following procedures because they have found probably a better or more efficient way in the field to do it. But that then changes what everybody's expectation is, because there's a procedure out there that says X and they're doing X prime for efficiency and for practical reasons. But then that causes a cascading of problems.
This is more than just a conversation. This is another step. I don't want to say it's the beginning because we've been talking about this for years. And guess what? We never will stop. Really, the guys who interact with the drivers and helpers and mechanics, you're the ones who have to get this message across. You do it so much better than I ever could. And I want you to know that you have full support there. I think you need to do this because you want people, as Frank says, you want people to go home at the end of the day. But guess what? The laws are changing like a locomotive. That sanitation salvage is just the beginning. The city in particular wants to put more and more laws in place, and many companies are not going to be able to handle this. We need everyone's idea for this, but this is serious. It's people's lives, it's property. And folks that can't get on board with this, that's okay. We could be friends. It just can't work here anymore, right? And that's serious. And people need to know that. And those who carry this message, be the leader, just for your own sake, right?